Do I have glasses then? Hi everybody, Graham here with the latest updates from We Share Abundance. We are a cloud nation. We have been around for about 4 years. We're an emerging nation. We've been putting in solid foundations because we need to be here for generations to come as a nation, not just a few weeks, months or years like most business opportunities don't last 3 years, let alone generations. We need to be around for a long, long time. And with that in mind, it means that you can plan with us for the future. Most business opportunities, they're a little bit hit and miss. Not many of them are around for a long time. There are 1 or 2 exceptions. Usually major big companies that you've heard of like Herbalife and Amway and companies like that. But most of the other opportunities, they come and they go. They shoot up and they drop down. We are looking for steady progress for generations to come, not just for your lifetime, but for the lifetime of your children, your grandchildren, and so on. Anybody can become a citizen. There is no obligation and no fee. You can get involved in anything you want to do, or you can just be a part and watch what happens. It's entirely in your hands. When you become a citizen, you are not pigeonholed, you are not separated on your gender or colour or creed or educational level or height or weight or anything else. We just see you as a human being. As we see all our citizens, part of one big family of humanity, all linked together, all unique, and therefore all of equal value. Our citizens are benefited by getting a free handout of our currency every month, and the amount that they get depends on their activities within the community. But everybody gets a little bit, and some get a lot. That is designed to build wealth, a legacy of wealth for the future. And our new Share Hope plan, which is going to bring you a nice retirement income in a relatively short space of time, but not overnight wealth, is designed to access that fund whilst maintaining its liquidity and value. In fact, the value will carry on increasing. You'll carry on putting funds into that account, but being able to draw out up to $10,000 a month from that account. We'll be getting started in a moment with a little affirmation to help us with that non-separatist ideology where we just see everybody as equal. And before that, we'll have a little prayer to help us find true happiness in life. That's something that can't be bought. It's what everybody seeks. Everybody wants to be happy. And it is and can only be achieved, that permanent lasting happiness, which has the added advantage of attracting everything that you want and need into your life automatically, can only be found through loving service to others. So what we try and encourage you to do is be of loving service to others. Share love and abundance. Do what you can for other people. Help them, and you'll find that your life will improve in direct proportion, but multiplied many times by the joy you spread through your service. Okay, let's have a look at who we've got in. As I say, we'll be having a little prayer for that and the affirmation, but before we get to the prayer, we'll just see who's already in the comments. We've got Don in from Canada, British Columbia, Werner from South Africa, Maureen from London, England, and Colin in from South Africa. And that's it at the moment. I think, unless, oh, just a minute, we've got a few more up here. We've got quite a number more. We got Ramachandra in from Watford in England, Ron from Amsterdam in the Netherlands, Lewis from Lisbon in Portugal, Jason from Nigeria, Eric from Quebec in Canada, and then those other people that I mentioned, and I'm sure we'll be getting a few more in a moment. But let's get started, no more delaying. In fact, we've got somebody in from Suriname just now, Pamanand. So welcome to all of you, whether you're watching live or watching on the replay. You are very welcome and very much appreciated. So here's our little prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so happy and grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love. And through that love, bless each member that they find the joy of service, and through service, attract true happiness and everything they want and need into their lives. Amen. Okay. And our little affirmation. We're so happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive inharmony, that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind, and soul of thy world. Okay. Right. There's an expression, it says, the course of true love never runs smooth, or something similar to that. Seldom runs smooth, something similar. And what's that got to do with us? Well, I truly love each and every one of you, and We Share Abundance and what it stands for. It is my mission, my purpose in life, my reason for being. And it certainly doesn't run smooth very often. And today has been a classic example of it not running smooth in various aspects. So we'll deal with them one at a time. First of all, Rohit got back and we got the authorization codes and everything sorted out. But for whatever reason, the server that we put it on, it was working fine on the development server, but the live server that we have it on, it's not holding information. We've uploaded information and that's okay, that's in there. But when we make changes to things, it's not saving the changes for whatever reason, and we're not sure why. I've got the server team looking at it, but we can't obviously move forward until we get that sorted out. And it's been a bit of a challenge all day. We have some input from the server team, and we need to get the server team and Devyani and Rohit all together so that we can get it thrashed out. Once we do, we're pretty much ready. In fact, we're more advanced than we were going to be, because it stopped us working on some things. And so we've got one or two other things that we thought, well, we'll get them done as we progress, because it's not important just for the launch. But we've got some of those things processed and completed. But we have to sort out whatever it is that's causing this difficulty, and we will. But we don't know how long it'll take. Hopefully, we'll get it resolved fairly quickly tomorrow. When it is resolved, it means I can get in there and make my changes. That shouldn't take me more than half a day, because I've got all the information done. It's just putting it on the site and making sure it looks reasonable. It's never going to look great with me doing it, but we don't need great at this stage. All we need is it up and running and working, so that we can make sure it is working properly and, excuse me, and fix any bugs if there are any that crop up. And then we can think about other things like prettying it up and marketing aids and all this sort of thing. And of course, once we've done that, we can get back onto the 777 plan and do the same with that. That is a little bit more complicated because it's, while the Sharehope plan is pretty unique in what it does, it's not a massive departure from what's already available out there. It's pretty much just bringing a few things into one place with a little bit of twiddles and tweaks that are unique, but relatively straightforward and simple. The 777 plan, of course, is very different. There's nothing like it out there, and so that takes more time to get done, and that's why we broke off from making the most recent updates that we know are necessary to get the Sharehope plan running. Then we'll get back onto the 777. The 777, hopefully with the new updates, once we get them done, will also prove that we are on the right track and won't need a lot of difference there. So that's where we are. We're still not launched with the Sharehope plan. It's going to take probably all day tomorrow. I hope it doesn't take longer than that. Tomorrow being Wednesday, it still gives us like Thursday and even Thursday and Friday to get it launched. I think in all probability we'll be looking at sometime on Thursday, but I can't guarantee that. We have to find out what's causing the difficulties, the problems, and resolve them, obviously. So that's where we are. I see we've got Colin in from South Africa. We've got Richard in from Devon in England. We've got Parmahand in from Suriname. I must have mentioned those because I remember mentioning Parmahand. Who else have we got? We've got Andrew in from New Zealand, Auckland. Right. So that is that is where we are with that. Of course, the 777 plan is still operational. It's just that we've turned off the automatic filling of the assisted positions until we get sorted out. But you can still go in there and fill them in yourself and move along rather than just sitting there and waiting. Just find somebody you love, put them into the plan, and that's all you need to do. It will be of enormous benefit to them, and once they've been in for a few months, they will thank you for the rest of their lives. Okay. We got Bazina in from Edinburgh in Scotland as well, just come in. So that is that is where we are with the general run of things. Nothing's changed on anything else from Miracles and Turnkey Cash Cow, Mole, Multiply Weezer tokens. They're all dependent on us getting Sharehope and 777 done and dusted and out of the way. So that pretty much is the updates. I'm going to give you. I've got some updates on the car as well, which are interesting. But I'm going to give you the numbers first, so I don't forget them. We have an increase of 20 in our 777 plan to 1,788. 36 in our registered members to 43,906. 7 in our active members. These are people that have completed their KYC and are logging in half the available days so that they can withdraw funds. That's up to 2,075. Multiply Weezer, no change in the membership. Logging in, registration, we got, can't remember, but about 40 or 50 cents or something like that, just from the revenue share, just for logging in. And you get that every day, of course, when you log in. And that pushes up another $1. So we've now got $10,427.02 in the bonus pool, which will become available once we get the Weezer tokens sorted out. Okay. Right, let's talk about the car. I'm going to do a screen share in a moment because I've got an ad running now. We did, I did get in touch with them, and basically I could pick the car up from tomorrow. I don't really want it here. They don't want it there. But the guy that would be delivering it is on holiday till the 18th of June. So we can either get it delivered on the 18th or we can pick it up anytime before the 18th. I don't really want it. I don't really want it here delivered or picked up. But if we have to, we have to. It'll put about 20 miles on the clock, that's all. And then we'll just stick it in the drive. I won't be able to get it in the garage. I've got too much junk in there. So it would just have to sit in our driveway until we sell it. Selling it now then, here we go. I got onto an enormous number of car buying websites. We that say, oh, we'll give you the best price for your car and all this sort of thing. And the bottom line is none of them will buy it because it's too new. How about that? The majority of them want it to be at least 3 months old. We don't want to be waiting 3 months to sell it. I don't want it stuck in my drive for 3 months. It serves no purpose, does it? If that is the only option, then that's what we'll have to go with. But I have advertised it on Auto Trader, which is probably the most renowned place to advertise vehicles in the United Kingdom. And the advert is on now, and I'm going to do a screen share so you can see the ad. We've had one response to it saying, if you don't get any offers, if you don't sell it, then I'll probably make you an offer. So I said, well, what kind of offer? And he said, oh, well, let's see if you sell it first. So, I mean, obviously he's going to want to pitch in with something a lot lower than the price that I've asked for. But it is somebody that may possibly put in an offer, provided it's not ridiculously low. But let me share the screen and you'll see the advert. I hope, anyway. Bear with me while I get it. Is this it? Yeah, this is the advert. Okay, let me get back to the app. Share the screen window. This is it. Share. Go back to the app. See that it is showing. Yeah, it is displaying. So the vehicle actually cost £38,808. So I put it in at 1,808 discounted off the price. We'll have to wait and see what happens with it, but it's at 37,000, and that is a bigger discount than anybody wanting this vehicle would get for a new vehicle. They might get for 500 off the price at top bat. Well, we're offering 1,808 off the on the road price. Let me get back to it, and I can. It's got another picture here, and I put in the actual order price, okay, so that they can see the breakdown of how it was all made up and what was paid for the vehicle. And then we've got mileage. I don't know what the mileage is. I don't know whether it's got anything on the clock or 10 or whatever, but I put it in at 30. I put it in registered this year because it's only been registered today, actually. I think, no, yesterday, the 3rd, it was registered. The fuel type, petrol hybrid, 5-seater, full service history. You know, it's brand new. Emission class and body type and engine and gearbox. MOT not due for 3 years. That's standard in the UK. After 3 years, you have to be tested to see that you're roadworthy. And then we've got, this car comes with 12-inch digital instrument cluster, 19-inch alloy wheels, diamond cut bi-colour. Don't know what all this means really. 360-degree panoramic parking camera, 60/40 split folding rear seat, adaptive IntelliLux LED pixel headlights, advanced park assist, ambient lighting, center console, downlighter, armrest for the driver, automatic emergency braking with pedestrian detection, automatic lighting control, automatic dimming, anti-dazzle rear view mirror, black door panels with black premium leather effect inserts, black side window trim, body colored door handles, all this stuff. I'll give you a link if you want to read it anyway. It's all here. Loads of stuff there that comes up when you click on that. Where are we? It should say here it is, overview. You only get 30 characters, so I put in a brand new unwanted gift, one owner, and that's it. I'll put the link in here if you want to look it up, you can. Let me get back to the app, and then we'll post the link in there so that you can have a look at it. Whether we'll get much from it or not, who knows? We'll have to just wait and see. And funnily enough, they protect your identity and location, and they've got a postcode in which is LN44, which is where I used to live pretty much before we moved down to Cornwall, just by chance. But anybody that's searching locally, I can't really understand how it works, because if they're searching locally, they'll be saying, oh, this car's near me, I'm in Lincoln. And of course, we're bloody miles away. Anyway, that is the situation. I've got an advert up. There are a couple of other people that are waiting until they can, these webuyAcar.com type things, that are waiting until they can pull up the registration number, because with it being registered so early, a lot of them are just not getting, when they put in the registration number, it doesn't pull up what the vehicle is or anything. So within a couple of days, hopefully they'll be able to pull it up onto their system, and then we'll see if we get any offers from anybody. We'll keep in touch with them, obviously. But that's where we are with the car. We have ownership of the vehicle. It is registered in my wife's name, actually, because it was from her account in Beyond Infinity, I say her account, it's an admin account, but it's in her name. Like we've got one in my name, which is also an admin account. So that is it, and that is what we are attempting to do. It's been quite time consuming going to Unmall, and the same, most of them don't pull it up automatically because it's only just been registered, and so you have to put in all the details manually, and then they say, is it a foreign car, has it been imported, is it, okay. So that is the news on the car. We've got it, now we need to sell it. Okay, if any of you have any contacts that would like to buy a brand new, beautiful, it's a very nice vehicle, and it won't be hard to get finance on. Most banks, if you're under about 70 years of age, you get a car loan pretty much automatically from any bank. You just tell them you want to buy a car, you've got your eye on this one and it's worth 38,000, and they'll tell you whether or not you can borrow that money or not. You can also get HP hire purchase on it through the advert that we've got. Somebody does hire purchase on that. Obviously, I suppose they want to do a credit check, but it's usually very, very easy to get finance for a vehicle. So if you know anybody that wants it, or you've got any contacts in the trade that think that they could sell it and make a decent profit on it, I think dealerships don't make a fortune when they sell a vehicle, but they like to sell them as many as possible. Well, obviously because they're making money on every one, but they also get credit for the number of vehicles they sell, and I think they get bonuses and things, and that is the reason they don't want to buy it back, because they'd rather sell another vehicle than sell this one twice, even though they could make more money selling this one twice. It wouldn't add to their quota and so boost their income on the sales of everything, if you see what I mean. Okay, but they only make about 7% on selling a new vehicle. So this one at 39,000, they'd make a lot more buying it back and selling it again. They'd make 1,800 instead of 800 or something like that. Similarly, it should be attractive to these other companies, but it seems that they've got this sort of hang up about buying a new vehicle for whatever reason. One of the companies, Wowcar, they have relationships with a lot of dealers all over the place, and they sell vehicles for the dealers, but they get a discount of around about $300 or $400 for the customer, and I presume the dealership gives them $100 or a couple of $100 for just doing it, and the dealers will end up with virtually nothing, but they've sold a vehicle, which helps them overall. So so that is where we are. So we got Peter in from Portugal saying, really rolling along. Well, we're parked at the moment rather than rolling along, but we do have ownership. Don Wilson says, why can't the dealer sell the car for you? Because they don't want to. They'd rather sell another vehicle rather than sell this one again, which I've just been through. Mustafa from Pakistan, hi there. Blessings from Pakistan, blessings back to Pakistan and everywhere else. So that's where we are with the car, and we'll see what inroads we can make with that. It is actually not available for picking up till tomorrow because it's in their workshop updating the software. I thought I was buying a car, not a computer, but anyway, they've all got all these computer things in them, and apparently the software updates on a regular basis. How that happens once you've left the place with it, I've not got a clue. I mean, modern cars, well, I've not had one anything like as modern as this, I think. And the car that I have currently is 1997. You know, it's, what's that, 27 years old. It hasn't got a computer. It's a proper car. It's one that you can work on. You know, you can pull the hood up, and it's got a distributor cap and spark plugs and things like that. Things that I could always do myself if I wanted it one time. Couldn't be bothered with it now, but you lift the bonnet or hood if you're in the States on a modern car, and there's nothing you can do with it really. It's got to go into a garage. They've got all these computers they plug in that's supposed to tell them what's going wrong, and I don't know. Anyway, that's where we are. That's what's happening with the car. We got Peter in from Kettering as well. Running late, he says. Shall watch the replay. Okay. I can't think of anything else that I've got that I can update you with. I didn't get an email message out today with all that's been going on. I am ready to upload changes to the pages in the website and the emails that go out. I am ready to do that once I can not only get access, but be sure that the changes I make are going to stick. We should be able to get it sorted out, hopefully, by noon tomorrow. That'll give me the few hours I need to upload my changes, and fingers crossed we'll be ready to launch by tomorrow evening. Maybe a bit more time than that. Thursday's morning, late morning, I don't know. We'll have to just wait and see. But that's where we are, folks. That's what's happening. You've had the numbers, you've had the updates, you've had the car update. Is there anything else that I'm missing out on that I should have updated on? I don't know. Oh, somebody posted a comment in the Facebook group, I think, asking about the TON 3 program. TON 3 program seems to work okay, but I don't know whether it'll actually pay out. Who knows at this stage? It's up to you to get past level 1. You're at level 1 when you join. You need 100 points to get to level 2. You get a point for logging in each day. So just by logging in every day for 100 days, you could achieve level 2. But you also get a point for every time you do a free roll and win ton coins. And they range from 0.1 of a ton up to 1,000 ton, I think. I've not seen anybody winning 1,000 ton, but somebody may have done already. I've seen people certainly winning 10. I think I've seen somebody win 100 ton. We've had a couple of 1 tons. Sounds like a Chinese food, doesn't it? But we've mainly had 0.1, which is okay. And you can do these free rolls, free spins, or whatever they call them, 5 times a day. So in effect, if you do your free spins and you log in, you've got 6 points every day, and you've probably made a few ton as well. If you refer people, you get 5 points for referring somebody. So you can quickly get to level 2, or even if you're just logging in every day, 16,200, you're looking at what, about 16 days, aren't you? You could be up at level 2. Now, if everybody that we have referred gets to level 2, we would be past that withdrawal amount, because until anybody you refer gets to level 2, the commission that you earn from them is not active. Now we have, let me see if I can pull it up quickly. I'm not going to do a screen share, I'll just tell you if I can find it. It's here. In fact, on our winnings, we've won exactly 9 ton so far. We've had 72 rolls. So while we've been in, and I didn't know this was even available for about the first 2 weeks or more that I was in, but since we've been in and I understood it a bit better, we've done 72 rolls and we've got 9 ton. But let's have a look at the withdrawal situation. We have, in actual fact, accumulated 800 ton, 809 ton. You only need 500 to withdraw, but until the people that you've referred are qualified by getting to level 2, getting those 100 points, which is not hard to do, but it just takes a little, a few days. You can do it in a month very easily. Then we won't have that as an available balance. In fact, we've got 735 ton as a pending balance and only 74 ton that's an available balance. We need to get that 74 ton up to 500 or more, and then we can withdraw it. And 500 ton, I don't know what the price is at the moment. It's probably, it was hovering between $6.50 and $7. I don't know whether it'll come up here. Sometimes the site works well and sometimes it doesn't. And is it going to work for me? Yeah, here we go. The ton price is now, it's showing at over $7, $7.04. So when we get to like 500 ton that is available, it's $3.5 grand. But you guys that have done the right thing and registered, you need to get active. You need to be doing those spins and things. And when we get it, when we get the ton and we are able to withdraw it, the people that have become active and got us to that withdrawal, I promise them, I think I promised 2 or 3 ton to you. I think 3 ton I promised, which now is a little over $21. So there you go. You won't be able to withdraw your ton that you've earned till you get it up to 500, but you can actually get up to 500 ton probably in 6 months or something like that, just by the free spins and things. So it's all there, it's in your hands. So somebody asked about it. It's not really We Share Abundance, but it is something that I did mention before, and so I brought you up to date on it for the sake of everybody else. Okay. Eric says, you have built something awesome at the moment, and I was wondering, as we don't know what happens in life, what if something happens to you, which I don't wish? Thank you. Is there a backup to keep the site working for years to come? Yes, there is, and there has been since day one. We have a lot of stuff backed up on a magic box, if you like, an external hard drive with information on codes and passwords and various other bits and pieces. And we have somebody that is prepared to step into the breach. So, yeah, you're quite right. Nobody is guaranteed tomorrow. If you go and get a loan, try and get a loan at my age, I think you're going to die within an hour. You know, you've no chance. But in reality, anybody, it doesn't matter who you are and what age you are. You could be a little baby, a month old, or you could be somebody even older than me, you know, 100 years old. You're not guaranteed tomorrow. But the guy at 100 could live for another 20 years, and the little baby could be dead in a week. We don't wish that on anybody, do we? We don't want that, but that is the reality. And so, yeah, that has been in place since day one, and it gets updated on a regular basis. Okay. So they are. Good question again, Eric. Eric's full of good questions. Right. With that said, we're done. I will be making further inquiries and further looking at things a little bit further on selling the car, see if we get any response to that advert. The only one we've had so far, as I say, is that guy that said, if you don't sell it, I'll make you an offer. The advert I paid for, can't remember how much it was now, I think it was £65 or something like that, runs for 6 weeks. So we got 6 weeks to sell it. That would take us halfway to the 3 months anyway. We might be able to twist somebody's arm to buy it if we've owned it for 6 weeks. It would certainly come up on people's systems when they put the registration number in, and we might be able to do a deal with somebody. We'll have to wait and see. But that's it. And as I say, any of you know anybody, obviously it's in the UK, we can't be shipping it abroad or anything. But anybody in the UK wants a good deal on a brand new vehicle with all the bells and whistles, put them in touch and we'll sort something out for them. Okay, that's it from me. From your point of view, seek that happiness and joy by being of loving service to others, and do it in whatever way you like, but enjoy it. Enjoy the loving service, enjoy being it, enjoy the present. And if you do that, the future can only be bright. Go the extra mile. Be Weezer Warriors, and I'll see you tomorrow, 7 p.m. London time, YouTube, Twitch, X, Facebook. Until then, see you later, alligator. In a wild crocodile. See you later, alligator. Always wear a smile. See you later, alligator.